ever sit there thinking, why does my English still sound so fake?
Like, you know the words, you passed the tests, you've watched the shows, read the books, maybe even tried an app or two. But then you speak, and it's like your brain's buffering. Your tongue goes stiff. And what comes out? It's not you. It's slow, it's clunky, it sounds like someone pretending to speak English, not living in it. Then someone replies, and they speak so fast. You smile, nod, but inside, you're screaming, "Wait, what did they just say?" And later, you're lying in bed, replaying that moment, that one sentence you couldn't say, that one word you should have used. Why didn't I say it better? But listen, this isn't your fault. You don't need more grammar. You don't need another list of phrasal verbs. You need fluency habits, the kind that sneak into your brain and build your confidence without you even realizing it. Because real fluency, it doesn't come from studying harder. It comes from doing small, smart things every single day. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 of those things. Simple, powerful, proven. But habit number 4, that one, nobody talks about it. And it works like magic. You're going to want to stay for that. So, take a deep breath. Forget perfect grammar. And get ready to sound more natural, more confident, and more like yourself in English. Let's begin.
So here's what I promise you. By the end of this video, you won't just learn 5 habits, you'll feel them. You'll picture yourself doing them before you even finish watching. And once you do start, these small habits will begin to rewire your brain, make your mouth move faster, and your confidence, it'll rise before you even notice. I'm not talking about boring textbook exercises. These are things you can do today while brushing your teeth, walking to work, even waiting in line for coffee. And yes, I've seen these habits work. I've used them myself, and I've shared them with thousands of learners just like you. People who struggled with fear, with hesitation, with that constant voice in their head whispering, "You'll never sound fluent." But guess what? They broke through, and so will you. Now look, habit number 1 will surprise you. It sounds too simple, but it might be the key to unlocking your fluency. And habit number 4, most teachers never mention it because they think it's not academic enough. I've seen it change lives. So stick with me. You're not just here to improve your English. You're here to transform how it feels to speak it. And that starts right now. Let's start with something deceptively simple. Listening, but not the way you've been told to do it. No more just watch movies with subtitles. No more listen to podcasts all day and hope it helps. That's like trying to get fit by watching other people work out. Here's the truth. Fluency comes from active listening, not passive background noise. So here's your first daily habit. Micro-listening bursts. 5 minutes. That's all. But not just any 5 minutes. These are intense, focused, intentional bursts. And when I say 5, I mean set a timer. No distractions, no multitasking, no scrolling Instagram while you listen. You sit down, you play one short English audio clip, like a podcast intro, a YouTube short, even a movie scene. Then, you really listen. You pause after every sentence. You repeat it out loud. You imitate the speaker's emotion, tone, rhythm. Yes, out loud. Even if it feels silly at first. Because here's the secret. Most learners miss. You're not just learning the words, you're training your ears and your mouth to work together. And over time, those awkward pauses, that slow processing, it disappears. You start predicting sentences. You start feeling the language. Still don't believe me? Okay, let's try it. Right now, repeat this sentence after me. I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? A bit slower? Now you say it. Go ahead. No one's watching. You're safe here. Did your voice match mine? How was your speed, your tone? If it felt weird, good. That means your brain is stretching. And if it felt natural? Even better, you're already improving. Now here's how you turn this into a real habit. Pick a 1 to 2 minute English clip every morning. Listen, pause, repeat. Mimic tone, not just words. Repeat the same clip for 3 days. Yes, the same clip. Repetition is your best friend, not your enemy. Imagine this. You're walking to work, earbuds in. 5 minutes, 1 clip. You're whispering along under your breath, copying every word. And one day, you walk into a real conversation and suddenly, you sound smoother, faster, more natural. Not because you learned more, but because you learned better. If that already helped, even a little, imagine how much smoother your English will sound by habit number 5. So, if you're finding value here, go ahead and subscribe. I've got so many tools like this coming your way. But we're just getting warmed up. Let's move to something that'll really shift your speaking confidence. Okay, let's talk about something that makes a lot of people feel a little awkward.
Talking to yourself.
Yeah, I said it. But before you click away or roll your eyes, hear me out. Because this one habit, it might be the fastest way to start sounding fluent without even needing a partner. Introducing daily shadow talk. What is it? It's where you shadow a native speaker. Repeat what they say while they say it. Not after, not later. Right then, in real time. It's like karaoke, but for fluency. Here's how it works. You take a short clip, could be a podcast, a TED Talk, a movie line, even a viral TikTok. You play it, and as the speaker talks, you copy them. Same words, same speed, same emotion. Yes, even the accent if you can. This isn't about memorizing. It's about training your mouth to keep up with real English speech. And at first, confessional tone, you're going to mess up. You'll trip over words, you'll fall behind, you might even feel ridiculous. But after just a few days, something wild happens. Your tongue gets faster, your ears get sharper, and suddenly you're not just copying, you're owning it. Let me tell you a quick story. There's a student I coached named Priya. She was terrified to speak. Her voice would crack every time someone asked her a question in English. So we started small. 1 scene a day. Just 5 minutes of shadowing her favorite actress from a drama series. 2 weeks later, she was answering questions at work in full sentences. 3 weeks, she recorded her first video in English on LinkedIn. And no, she didn't suddenly become fluent overnight, but she stopped freezing. She started speaking, and she sounded real. Curious? Want to try it right now? Here, repeat this line with me. Don't think, just follow my voice. You won't believe how much can change in just 5 minutes a day. Now, again, but with emotion this time. like you're talking to your future self. You won't believe how much can change in just 5 minutes a day. Felt different, right? That's not magic. That's muscle memory. And the more you do it, the smoother it gets. So, here's your daily habit. Pick a short clip, 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Press play. Speak along with the speaker, not after. Don't aim for perfection, aim for flow. And do it every day. Even if you're in the shower, even if you're whispering under the blankets, even if your family thinks you're losing it. Because this isn't just about speaking English. It's about hearing yourself sound fluent and believing it. If your brain just went, wait, I can actually do this? Then hey, maybe hit that subscribe button. More of these tricks are coming, and trust me, you won't want to miss habit number 4. But first, let's fix one of the most broken fluency myths out there. You've been told to memorize vocabulary. Yeah? Let's fix that mess.
You've probably heard this advice before. Learn 5 new words every day. Wow, 5 words every day? So inspiring, right? Except, no one tells you what to do with those words. You write them down, maybe add them to a vocabulary app. You even repeat them a few times. But the next day, gone. Like they never existed. Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not how many words you learn. It's how deeply you connect with each one. So here's your new habit. 5 new words per day, but smarter. And here's how you do it. Step 1. Forget the dictionary. Find your words from real content. Pick them from a podcast, a YouTube video, a Netflix scene, something alive, something human. Because when words are tied to emotion, story, or context, your brain holds onto them like glue. Step 2. Don't just read the word. Speak it. Act it. Own it. Let's say today's word is hesitate. You don't just say, hesitate means to pause before doing something. No, you become the word. Try this. I wanted to speak, but I hesitated. Say it again, but with emotion. I hesitated. Feel that pause? That's how your brain remembers. Step 3. Make it personal. Use the word in your own story. Here, try this out loud. Last week, I hesitated before answering a question in English because... Finish the sentence in your own words. Go on, I'll wait. See what just happened? That word is now attached to a real emotion, a real situation, a real you. And that's why it'll stick. Step 4. Recycle it. The next day, review yesterday's 5 words. Try to use at least 2 of them in your thoughts, journal, or while speaking. Because repetition without emotion equals boredom. But emotion with repetition equals memory. Let me give you a quick example. There's a student named Kareem. He used to memorize 10 words a day with flashcards. He felt like a genius until he realized, after 3 weeks, he remembered none of them. Then he switched to this smarter system. 5 words a day, but with voice, story, and expression. 6 months later, he didn't just know 900 words, he used them confidently in real conversations. Why? Because every word had a story. So today, what are your 5 words? And no, don't just list them in your notebook. Say them, perform them, live them. Try sharing your 5 words down in the comments below. Let's build a little fluency walk together right here, right now. And who knows, someone might learn from your list. And if this feels way better than memorizing boring vocabulary apps, hit subscribe. We're not even to habit number 4 yet, and trust me, it's the game changer.
Up next is the one fluency habit no teacher ever talks about, but your brain's been begging for it. Let's go there. Let me ask you something. When you're walking alone or lying in bed staring at the ceiling, what language do you think in? Be honest. Because that, right there, is the real battlefield of fluency. See, you can study English, you can speak English, but if your thoughts are still in your native language, you're running two systems, and they're constantly competing. That's why habit number 4 might be the most powerful and the most ignored. Internal dialogues in English. What does that mean? It means talking to yourself inside your head in English. Not out loud, not scripted, just you, narrating your life, your choices, your emotions. Why does this work? Because your inner voice is where fluency truly lives. When you can argue with yourself in English, when you can daydream in English, when you hear your anxiety, your hope, your random thoughts in English, that's when the switch flips. Let me show you. Right now, pause and ask yourself this question in English. Why am I really watching this video? What did your answer sound like? Was it full English? Mixed? Did your brain resist? That's okay, because this is exactly what we're going to train. Every day, once a day, just take 2 minutes. Doesn't matter where, while brushing your teeth, making coffee, walking to work. Start thinking out loud inside your head, like this. Okay, today I have that meeting at 2. I hope they don't ask me about the report. Oh, I forgot to reply to Sarah. I'll text her later. What if I finally try ordering lunch in English today? Yes, it sounds simple, but it's massive. Because when your brain starts thinking in English, your mouth will soon follow. Let me share a story. There's this guy named Min. Super smart, always top of his class. But his spoken English? Flat, robotic, lifeless. Why? Because every sentence was translated, word by word, like a machine. So we changed one thing. We trained his thinking to happen in English, starting with one topic a day. Week 1, what he wanted to eat. Week 2, what he felt during class. Week 3, his dreams for the future. I'm proud. After a month, Min wasn't just speaking faster, he was speaking himself. His voice had color, emotion. He sounded like a person, not a script. And you can do the same. Here's how to build the habit. Choose one daily moment. Morning, commute, bedtime. Ask yourself 1 to 2 questions in English. Like, what am I feeling right now? What do I want to happen today? Why did I react that way? Don't translate. Just try. Even if it's messy. Let the thoughts flow. No pressure, no grammar police. Your thoughts don't need to be perfect. They just need to exist in English. Because when your inner voice speaks English, eventually your outer voice will speak freely. Hey, if this unlocked something for you, if you're thinking, wait, this is exactly what I've been missing, then do yourself a favor. Subscribe. I've got one more habit coming, and it's the perfect finale. A daily ritual that melts anxiety, boosts confidence, and ties everything together. Ready? Let's finish strong.
There's one moment every day that most people skip. They rush past it, avoid it, ignore it. But it could be the most powerful fluency tool you already own. It's your mirror. I call this the mirror ritual, and it's the final habit that brings everything together. Here's how it works. You stand in front of your reflection, No distractions, no phone, just you and your own eyes. And you speak. Not to impress, not to perform, but to connect with yourself in English. Sounds intense? It is, but that's the point, because the mirror doesn't lie. It shows you exactly how you present yourself to the world, your posture, your voice, your confidence. And when you speak to your reflection, something starts to shift. You stop practicing English and you start embodying it. Let me take you there. Stand in front of the mirror and say, I am learning English. Now again, but stronger. I am becoming fluent. Again, look into your own eyes. I am not afraid to speak. And if it feels hard to say it anyway. That's the point. Because fluency isn't just about words. It's about belief. Believing that you deserve to speak, that your voice matters, that your mistakes don't define you. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman named Lila. She was brilliant. She could write English beautifully, but speaking, her voice would vanish. She told me, when I hear myself, I feel small. So we started the mirror ritual. Day 1, her voice was barely above a whisper. Day 3, tears. But by day 10, she was smiling. She looked herself in the eye and said, I am not afraid anymore. And that's when everything changed. Because confidence doesn't start in conversation. It starts in the mirror. Here's how to do the ritual. Pick one topic each day, something simple. Your plans, your mood, a memory. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Stand tall. Breathe. Speak to yourself as if you're your best friend. You can start with, today, I want to talk about, then just go. No script, no fear, just flow. Yes, you'll stumble. Yes, you might feel silly. Yes, it'll feel awkward. But keep showing up, because this habit, it trains your brain, your voice, and your soul. Do it. You are not just learning English. You are becoming the kind of person who speaks it with power. So tomorrow morning, before you check your messages, before the world gets loud, face yourself, speak your truth, and claim your voice. If this journey meant something to you, if even one habit felt like a breakthrough, then don't disappear. Subscribe, because this is just the beginning, and you deserve to be fluent on your own terms. Your voice is ready. Now it's your move.